Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It's Thursday, June 3rd, 2021. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to see if I can find myself on Facebook. Yay, there I am. So good morning, everybody. My name is Jennifer Cotton. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas. And that means that I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, home decor pieces, and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. Good morning, Oma. Good to see you. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hey, Terry. Good to see you. I was like waiting for Terry's comment to show up on the phone because it was ahead on the iPad. Hey, Linda. Good morning. Good morning, Robin. Happy Thursday. Sunshine to you as well. Okay, so like I said, my name's Jennifer Cotton, and what I teach you is with Stampin' Up products, which is an awesome line of crafting products. We have a catalog. We currently have a little mini catalog, which will, is going away soon, but then we'll have a holiday one coming out soon. We have an online store. Everything matches and coordinates. And so anyone can craft with these products, including people like me who do not have a crafty bone in their body, because there are samples everywhere for us to copy from. So, good morning, everybody. Hello to, let's see who I missed here. Pat, good morning. Linda in Mansfield. Thanks for sharing, Pat. Good morning, Rhonda and Stacy in South Florida. Hello. Patricia in Indiana. Hello. Charlotte. Stacy shared. Where did I lose it, Stacy? Stacy shared to Facebook. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Terry. She said, love starting my Thursday mornings with you. Patricia shared. Thank you. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Margaret. And Hannah. Hello, everybody. Hey, Evelyn. So good to see you guys. I got distracted. What am I going to say? So today I'm going to be making 3 cards for you with the Color and Contour bundle. This is one of my favorite bundles from the new catalog. And bundle means you can buy 2 products, usually 2, sometimes more, for 10% off. And so this is the stamp set, which I'll be using on the cards today. And then the dies are amazing. They're called Scalloped Contours dies. And you get all of these rectangles that are scalloped. I'm going the wrong way there. And then a couple of dies that cut out the 2 main flowers in this image, or in this stamp set, and even a scallop border die. So this is an amazing bundle. It is probably I don't know, it's definitely one of my favorites from the new catalog. It's on page 98. This book just came out. And if you need a copy, if you don't have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, let me know. And I'll tell you how I do that. So, the reason this one, well, I just love the stamps, first of all. I love the fonts. Check out the beautiful fonts on all the greetings. But yes, the dies, just like Pat just said, love the dies because I've been using them and I've seen other demonstrators as well and customers with any of your projects. So that's what I'll be making the cards with today. I also want to, take a quick side note and say happy birthday to Zane, my nephew. He is 7 today. So happy birthday, Zane. Happy birthday. And yeah, he's 7, if you guys remember the pictures from when he was a baby on Facebook. As you come on, say hi, like all these awesome people are, because that will get you entered to win the 3 cards I'm going to make today. And then if you say, or if you share the video, you'll also get entered a second time, basically. But just like Cindy just did, comment that you shared, because Facebook keeps that very private. They're like, no, no, no. That's, you know, Cindy's, what's the word? Blanked out on the word. Anyway, that's Cindy's private information that she shared it. We don't want to tell you that. So, If you just comment that, then I'll know that you did that. So hello, Cindy. Hey, Carol and Linda. Everybody's saying happy birthday to Zane. So hopefully you'll see this, Zane. Pat Chat, good morning. Hey, Shirley. Hey, Rita in Thornlow. I don't know where that is. If you would like to elaborate, I'm terrible with geography in general, whether it's local or world. But I haven't heard of that I remember. Linda, Nancy, Donna in Louisiana, Cindy, hello. Thanks for sharing, Margaret and Kathy. Awesome. Good to see everybody today. Let's see. So I'm going to talk about my monthly classes when I do the stamping portion, but I do have some other classes coming up that you can take advantage of if you would like. If you live in the U.S., one of them is for Canada as well. Woohoo. But if you live in the U.S., actually, before I do that, I have a couple of cards to show you guys. I got this card in the mail. Yay, Pam. Good morning. From a Stampin' Up employee. Her name is McKenna, and she works for Demonstrator Support, and I met her on the incentive trip that I went on whenever that was, like a week ago. Time is, you know, it has no bearing on me, basically, how much time has passed. But anyway, so thank you, McKenna. Cute card there. I got this one, this gorgeous card from Oma. It said, hope you had a great time in Hawaii. And just really gorgeous there. Some of this retiring designer paper she used, Dragonfly, I can't remember the name of it, but anyway, really pretty. It almost looks like heat embossing to me, but it's just the paper and then some die cutting and stamping. She did heat emboss this one. So anyway, really pretty card there. Thank you, Oma. And then I got these from Barbara Cambron. She actually, I'm not sure if the direction matters, demonstrated these in my new catalog kickoff event. And then she mailed me the samples. Thank you very much. But these are frames that there's actually an opening in each one where you can slide a photo inside there. So really cool. So thank you, Barbara. Not Barbara Cambron, Barbara Ragsdale. I always get my Barbara last names mixed up. Okay, so next thing I want to share is my, thank you guys, good morning, is my, what's the word I'm looking for? Hand Pin Petals card class with games. So hand pinned petals is this stamp set here. It's another bundle, so there's dies that match. There is gorgeous designer paper, which I'm actually going to show you in a little bit. And we will play games of bingo to win prizes. That's how we'll do the door prizes for that event. So we'll make that like a big portion of it, playing bingo. And then we'll make our at least four projects using hand pin petals. So anyone can take this. It's online only, anyone in the U.S. And oh, Tommy says she got the baby down so she can watch. Awesome, Tommy. Anyone in the U.S. can take it. It's on Thursday, July 8th at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. And your packet will be mailed to you. Your bingo cards will be mailed to you. And you'll stamp and assemble at home with your hand pin petal stamp set, or you can substitute any stamps you own. Register by June 27th. You're going to get some products that you'll use on your projects and keep the leftovers of. You'll get the 4 projects minimum cut and ready for you to stamp and assemble. PDF tutorial, the Zoom that evening, which is a lot of fun, as well as a chance to win lots of prizes. And it's just a fun event with other stampers. Hey, Leanne in Australia. Good to see you. I don't know what time it is there. Terry received your beautiful cards unexpectedly. Oh, nice. Awesome, Terry. Okay, so I think I said everything about the hand-pinned petals card class with games. If you have any questions on any of these, let me know. I can send you links and all that stuff, or you can sign up for my email newsletter where you will get emails saying click here to register, here's the price, the details, the deadline, etc. Midnight, Leanne. Whew. For me, that's late. I know a lot of people stay up, you know, they're able to stay up late. I like turn into a pumpkin. Okay, next, I want to talk about, you can take this class if you're in Canada or the US. The projects are exactly the same. I'm doing this event with my demonstrator friend, Genevieve Coe, and she is like the #1 Canadian demonstrator. She's awesome. We're each designing half and half of the projects, and it's the Sweet as a Peach Stamp Camp. So this is a nice summer fun class that you can take, and you can, again, complete the projects at your leisure because it's all to go at home. You'll have PDF tutorials as well as some video instruction from us on a special Facebook group. This one you want to sign up by June 27th for me in the US and July 1st for Genevieve in Canada. And I have links for both of us. So if you're in Canada, I can give you Genevieve's link and vice versa. All right, Rita, awesome. So you could take this class, which normally you can't if you're in a different country than the demonstrator. So with this fee, you're going to get this bundle, but you can substitute if you already own it or don't want it for some reason and you want to use your own stamps. Like you may have some old peaches or something. You can substitute, but you're going to get the bundle, some of the peach designer paper, which I completely have lost my opened pack. I don't know where it is. So I couldn't bring that out to show this morning, but I know I've shown it on other videos already. But I don't know where it is right now, and I know it's here because I haven't used it yet. I just opened it to show on videos. Some ribbon, 10 projects, a gift, which by the way, you get a gift in the bingo class as well. So anyway, it's going to be lots of fun. Sign up by June 27th or July 1st. And then the event will happen, do I have the dates here? On July 24th on Facebook, but again, you do not have to be present. This is a complete at your own leisure kind of deal. And then there's 2 optional classes we've added onto this. So mine is going to be the Create with Friends class. This is my $1 million stamp set that I got to help Stampin' Up design when I sold $1 million a few years ago. Yay! It's in the annual catalog now. You can purchase that now. But I'll be doing a class based around this stamp set that you can add on or even take just that class with the Sweet as a Peach Stamp Camp. So in the US, it's $25. It includes a stamp set. You substitute if you already own it. In the US, I'll sign it for you. But in Canada, I can't do that, obviously. And there's Canadian pricing, of course, is different than US. But you'll make 6 cards. You'll get the stamp set with the fee. It's going to be awesome. This will be my first class where I'm focusing only on my stamp set, so I'm excited about that. And again, you can take just that class or just this next one I'm going to tell you about or just the camp or all 3. If you take all 3, you get a bonus gift from us. And then this one is Genevieve's class. It's a Christmas in July, tidings and trimmings. I finally got my stamps in my bundle. So she will be using actually just the stamp set. If we use the dies, we'll pre-do that for you. So you can register with the bundle, but you only have to have the stamp set. Hopefully that makes sense. Same price, $25 or the Canadian pricing. And you'll make 6 different Christmas themed cards. So they're going to be awesome classes. And I need to, oh, that one goes over here. Sorry. I have all these sticky notes to myself. Put this there, put this there. So just don't forget, you can register for 1, 2, or 3 of those events through Genevieve or me, so Canada and US. Okay, August retreat in a box is coming. Currently, our in-person retreat for August is full. We might have a few spots open up, but it depends on some things that are still in negotiation. So if you would like to know about that, if we have spots for in-person, join the Facebook group called, where did I write this down? Simply Spoiled Retreats. Simply Spoiled Retreats with an S. That's our Facebook group. You can join that, and April or I will approve you, and then you'll get notified on that group about live and to-go retreats. But anyway, currently you can only take August to go. So sign up and pay by July 25th. You're going to, we are going to use the Expressions in Ink suite, which includes the artistically inked stamp set, the designer paper that matches it. I'm blanking out on the name. Oh, Expressions in Ink designer paper, the dies, and lots of other products for the 10 minimum make and takes you'll make for this retreat in a box. So it's called a retreat in a box because you get a box of goodies that is all the stuff our in-person retreat people receive. All the gifts, all of the goodie bag, the actual bag, like this type of bag, the make and takes cut and ready to stamp and assemble, the PDF tutorial, anything they get in person except for the food you get in the hotel room and all that stuff. But so let me see, I have it right here. Exclusive bag, pillow gifts, $50 worth of merchandise, make and takes with tutorial, the option to add on extra classes with no extra shipping, and everything's cut, die cut, punched, embossed possible, and you just stamp and assemble with your artistically inked stamp set. Now, you do need to provide your own stamp set for that one. You can add them on when you register if you need them. And then we have 2 classes offered. They include $35 in merchandise. April's is the Plentiful Plants class, which is, I love this suite. She's doing a sampler and cards with this class. So isn't that going to make a cute sampler? There's a super cute designer paper that goes with this. She'll be using that with a lot of other products because you're getting $35 in merchandise with that class. And then my class will be 20 cards with the Tidings and Trimmings bundle. So another Christmas class, different designs than the other one, and it's a different price, $45. It includes 35 in merchandise, and you're going to make 20 cards, 20 Christmas cards. So you can get a real big head start on your Christmas cards if you take both of those classes. And there'll be different projects. When you take the first one, you'll get the stamp set with the class. When you take the second one, you'll already have the stamp set. So there you go. So the August one, sign up by July 25th. Your kit will be mailed by August 13th at the latest. You can take 1, 2, or 3. Again, take the retreat, take the class only, take 2 classes only, take retreat and 1 class only. Like, literally, it's your choice. So any questions, let me know. Can y'all hear the trash truck outside? It's right outside my garage door. It's kind of loud over here. Like, I can hear the guys talking. Anyway, any questions, let me know, or sign up for my email list. Okay, Stampin' Up Specials. Hey Birthday, or Hey Chick, and the Chick Dies is ending June 30th. I'm sure you're sick of hearing me say that because you probably bought it if you wanted it. But I know a lot of people miss out on things because they're busy or whatever the deal is. You only saw, one video over the last 2 months instead of every single one like some of my awesome customers and friends. So I'm just going to keep reminding you, get those Chick dies and that Hey Chick stamp set. They're on my online store before they go away forever. And they're basically while supplies last right now. So, those Chick dies and the Hey Chick stamp set coordinate with Hey Birthday Chick and the Birthday Chick dies, which are in the new catalog. So, don't want you to miss out on that. Also, don't miss out on the retiring sale. Boom. I went over this last week really quickly, but I did go over it. And I've emailed out and posted on my blog this list multiple times. All these right here where I have my little pink marks are sale prices, up to 50% off select items. This is like 3.5 pages worth of stuff here. And what this list is basically everything from this catalog that will not be available in the future. Hey Karen, and hey Dana, I just saw you guys. I know there's been more. Linda Carver, good morning. Candy, good morning. Now I'm like trying to remember who I said hi to. Rita, hello. Good to see everybody. And y'all can still keep saying hi. As you come on, say hi. When you're watching a replay, say hi. Share, comment that you shared. That all gets you entered to win the cards I'm making today. So anyway, don't forget, we have a big retiring list going on through June 30th or while supplies last. I don't think anything has sold out yet, but several things are on low inventory. But just remember, there's lots of cool things in this book. All the designer papers, I believe, except for one, are retiring. It's like the acetate, the hydrangea acetate, I believe, is staying. A lot of the accessories and a lot of the stamp sets and bundles, some really popular ones, are retiring. For example, the $1 Million Pretty Perennials bundle is retiring. So if you didn't get that yet, now's your chance because it's not coming back. So get these things while you can. And if you need that list, let me know. It is on my blog, which is stamptherapist.com, and I've emailed it out multiple times. Oh, and of course it's on my online store, Jennifer's with an S.stampinup.net. Okay, so we have that. We still have that host special going on through June 14th. Cindy put in her big order. Woohoo! Yeah, so Cindy's a demonstrator. And demonstrators, we get our discount on top of sale prices. And we still qualify for host benefits. If we, spend $150 or more, we qualify for every Stampin' Up special, and we always get our discount on top of it. So, very smart, Cindy. It's a great time for us demonstrators to stock up or get those things we've been on the fence about, and now they're while supplies last or they're on sale. So same for customers, but just a little extra incentive for demonstrators. Okay, the host special ends June 14th. That's with a $250 party or order. You get an additional $25 free. So instead of $25 free, you get $50 free. So that's a great special. Any questions about that, just let me know. Again, demonstrators can take advantage of that with their own orders, and customers can by placing an order or getting orders, from multiple friends and putting it into one big order. So I can help you out with that. I forgot to bring it over here. I don't know where it is, but don't forget about that free digital download that you can get from Stampin' Up. It's actually going to be available for several months. I need to write down the expiration date. But I didn't even write down the name. It's something about diversity. And basically, I have seen a lot of comments on Facebook about people wishing there were other languages in it. And I totally get that. But the reason it's the languages it is those are the languages or the countries Stampin' Up sells in. So that's what they base that on for their first one here. So it's all the countries we are in as Stampin' Up, and just some really cool images that you can get free, and you can download those to your computer and save it forever and reprint and print and print and print and print. So, so that's free. I have a link to it in all my emails right now. I don't know if it's on my blog. Let me write myself a note to check that. But it's in the emails and on Facebook. So, okay. And last but not least, on the Stampin' Up stuff, the kits collections are available now. So in the past, of course, when a new catalog would come out, we would have kits in here that are all inclusive. You get your stamp set, your ink pad, the supplies, sort of like Paper Pumpkin, which is coming up here, but I'll just show this. So it's sort of like, well, actually the new ones are like this because they come in this kind of box, just decorated differently. But they're not called Paper Pumpkin. But you'll get ink, you'll get accessories and adhesives, you'll get a stamp set, and then you'll get all the paper and stuff you need, as well as instructions to make whatever the projects are. The difference on these is you can go to my online store and order them. You can get as many as you want. They're while supplies last. But you can see, like the Paper Pumpkin is a surprise each month. On those, you can see exactly what the kit is, what's a stamp set, what projects does it make. So check that out on my online store. Currently, they have, when you go to the online store, there's a big thing like kits collection click here to shop. So you can do that. So that's cool. That just started June 1st. They will be introducing new kits throughout the year, all the time. And I know there's at least 2 Christmas kits coming out. We don't know what date they'll be released, but I've seen pictures of them in that holiday catalog I have. So just always be checking for the kits to see what's available. And we can also do a party around kits if you have some friends, especially, anyone can do it, but who are new to stamping. These are perfect because they include everything they need. So we can do that virtually or in person. So let me know if you have any questions on that. Okay, the ultimate retreat that I have coming up, the ultimate, is the cruise. It's a stamping cruise from Galveston, Texas, on Liberty of the Seas on January 30th, 2022 through February 6th. Anyone can attend. You can, we get a group rate, which is actually currently better than any special Royal Caribbean has going, including their like buy one, get one half off or whatever it is. Our prices are better than that, and our travel agent can tell you. I mean, they will literally say, this is Jennifer's price, this is Royal Caribbean's price, here's how it breaks down. And the price is depending on what kind of cabin you want, whether you want a balcony, lower, inside, whatever. That's all your choice. But this cruise, first of all, there will be crafting on it. That's optional add-on, so you can bring your whole family, your girlfriends, your whoever, and they don't have to craft unless they want to, so they can still get our special pricing. But if you pay for that portion, you get 6 classes, you get at least a half a table for the entire week, 7 days. You can go in that crop room anytime you want, 24 hours, and use your section and work on the 6 self-paced classes. You get 150 in product, you get a bag, you get tons of gifts, and it's just amazing. In addition, there's 4 pools, shows, a movie theater, bars, clubs, restaurants. All of your meals are included, and it's going to be amazing. So any questions on that, let me know. I'll have a link to info for that in the description of this video as well, by the way. And then I just showed you last month's paper pumpkin, which is our monthly craft kit in the mail. This is the one we got, well, I say last month, but it's May 2021. So the one for June, again, we don't actually know the exact pictures of the projects or anything, but you can sign up for it or pre-purchase it by June 10th, and it's going to be called Expressions in Color, and you can see the theme is the alcohol ink, and so it's going to coordinate and match with the Expressions in Ink suite and the, what's that stamp set called? I forgot the name. Artistically Inked. It's going to coordinate with all that. It'll have its own stamp set, so you'll get a stamp set that's going to coordinate with that stuff. You'll get the supplies to make the 9 full-size cards, 3 designs, so 3 of each. You'll get it 2 ink spots, actually, instead of 1. They've told us that. And I believe, even though I haven't seen it yet, that it's going to be awesome. There's another sneak peek. The box is going to be awesome. Like, you should get this. These paper pumpkins are only $22. And they include all that stuff, and if you subscribe, it's $22 plus tax only. Shipping is included. It's an incredible deal. If you pre-purchase on my website, it's $22 plus tax and shipping. Still a good deal, and you can get 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. You get a little discount when you buy the more months. But the 10th is the deadline, so I'll give you links to that as well, to subscribe, which you can cancel anytime or pause anytime, or just buy it one time. So Barbara Ragsdale says, how big are the tables? They are smaller than, Catherine's up, yay! They're smaller than like our normal cropping tables because they're conference tables. Smaller as in width. So they're, I don't know, maybe 3 feet or so wide in front of you by 5 or 6 feet long. It just depends on how many people go. The more people we go, the more we need to share tables. So last time everybody got their own table, but of course we would love to fill it up and have 2 for every table. But because it's a cruise, and trust me, you're going to want to be in the craft room, but you're going to be pulled away by all the cruise activities. Half a table is plenty of space. Plus you're not bringing like your whole craft room like you do to a live retreat. So, and of course, if you have friends going, we put you by them and all that stuff. But, so maybe 3 feet by 3 feet. But you can ask Barbara, because I know you're in the team. Anyone who's been on the cruise before, like, it's plenty of space. But hopefully that helps you. Okay. Hello, everybody. Good morning, Catherine and Elaine and Nora. Good to see y'all. Hey, Debbie. And good morning, Barbara, by the way. And Shannon. I think, Nancy, Mary. Hello. I'm trying to see who I missed, because I'm always like, it's like your eyes go crazy and you don't see everybody. If I did miss anyone, that's my fault, or Facebook didn't show me your name in time. Okay, so I'm going to point the camera down now, and for a minute it's going to look at my ceiling. And then I'll flip it down. And then I'm gonna fix that. Okay. The screen wasn't doing what I wanted. And now I'm gonna clip it in so it'll be stable there. Okay. So, why do I have this here? Oh, I'm like out of it. I do want to remind you about my monthly online ordering special. So every month, if you place an online order with me of $25 or more, you get a free class packet to make 4 cards. This, in May, these are the 4 cards. I'll show you those in a second. In June, right now, your class packet will use the Pansy patch bundle. So there's the stamp set and the dies. We pre-die cut anything, and emboss and punch and all that. Anything we can. And I haven't designed these cards yet, but for example, if we were going to stamp this one, this flower, and die cut it out, you would need to either hand cut it or own the dies. But there are dies in this set that stand alone without stamping, so if we use those, we'll do it for you. Hopefully that makes sense. So you can get a free class to make 4 cards with a $25 online order in the month of June, or if your order is 50 or more, you also get a free full accessory. You just need to use this host code unless your order is $150 or more. And you put that in, it's above the checkout or the screen, that little box that shows your total, like how much you owe. Above that, you click a plus sign to add a host code. So 25 or more gets you the 4 cards. 50 or more gets you the 4 cards and the free full accessory. And 150 or more gets you both of those, but don't use that host code, and Stampin' Up will give you at least $15 free, plus I'll give you all my gifts. The host code will mess you up getting that if you use that. Okay, next I have an additional gift for any orders this month. So any orders placed through me are going to receive 60 free tutorials. So how that works, or what I mean by any orders, is my club members' orders. You place an online order that's less than $25. You text me an order, you Facebook message me an order, you email me an order. The amount doesn't matter, nor does the event matter. You are going to receive 60 free tutorials. If you're in my subscription clubs, you're going to get these, or if you join my subscription clubs, you're going to get these. So thank you, Catherine. So it was a virtual swap. So there are 30 different demonstrators who designed 60 projects. I didn't print it out because it is 125 pages. Yes, you heard that right. And I did print out 3, I just printed page 1, so this doesn't even show, but there are step-by-step instructions for each one. That's why it's more pages, because some of them are 2 pages or more. But these were just 3 that I randomly went through real quick and was like, those cards are awesome. That's the hand pin petals. Look at this. You get instructions for how to make this awesome card. Triple cube card. Uses 8.5 by 11 cardstock. The finished card is 4 by 4 square and can fit into a medium envelope. So you're going to get instructions on how to make that. And I just thought this card was adorable with the penguin there. But all of the cards will have step-by-step instructions, or all of the projects, because some of them actually are gift bags and a couple of boxes as well. So 60 free tutorials only in June. Now my team got these free already. And if you're on my team and you didn't get it, ask me, because I emailed it out, I believe, 2 days ago. And if you join my team, you'll get it as well. But, you know, you can also get it as a customer. Okay, these are the cards from last month's online ordering special. Gorgeous, in my opinion. So if you placed an order of 25 or more online with the host code last month in May 2021, whoop, wrong, I keep doing 2020 lately in my head. Landa hasn't cut these yet. We're going to get them cut hopefully this weekend, and I'll get them mailed out next week. Also, if your order was 50 or more, your free gift is a full pack of opal rounds, which I love these embellishments. So, gorgeous. Again, this is my opinion, but these are gorgeous cards. And now she can't pre-punch these, but she's going to pre-emboss, pre-punch this greeting. These are actually notes about measurements to cut for later. What else would be pre-done? Pre-die cut this piece here, and so on for you. So we do all that for you when we can. Okay, so that is what's going on with this ordering special. And if you ordered last month, you know we're working on it now. This is what I'm about to make cards with today. I know 2020 definitely needs a do-over. And thank you, Candy, by the way. Susie didn't get the email. Oh, Susan. Number 1, Susan, check your spam. I check my spam every day now, literally, because so many emails people send me, or companies that I want to hear from send me, go to spam. But also you have to be signed up for the team, which I can check that for you, Susie, the team constant contact list. So I'm going to write a note, team email list, and Susie D. I'll check that to see if you're on that list, and then check your spam in the meantime. You can text me and let me know if you got it. Okay, so color and contour, love it. I talked about it at the beginning. Here it is in the catalog. Page 98. You can save 10% on the bundle for $50.25, or you can purchase the stamp set or the dies separately, of course. And I'm also going to use, and I'm sorry that this pack looks like this, but this is all I have left of it, the In Color 2021 to 2023 In Color Designer Series paper. I'll be using several of these on the 3 cards. And then this gorgeous In Color vellum. So all of the new In Colors. I'm just going to pull out one. I know I've shown this before, but to try to show you how shimmery it is. What I've discovered is it pretty much, it's like so cool, and it's got a texture to it. So if you're like to touch stuff, you'll like that. But the look of it is like Wink of Stella over the whole thing. So I'm going to use that on my cards. And then grab my supplies for the first card. As a little surprise here, these cards I'm about to show are 3 of the 4 cards that we will be using in my Stamp-A-Stack Club this month. So that is a club that anyone can join. These are my supplies for the first card, which I will, of course, explain here in a second. Anyone can join the Stamp-A-Stack Club, and it's $30 a month. You can do shipping if you like, which is like there's a ship with shipping option or without. $30 a month, and you will receive the supplies cut and ready to assemble. It will be like this because you cut your own designer papers, die cut, punched, etc. to make 12 cards, 4 designs, and $20 in merchandise. So this month, assuming back orders are back in order, which they're supposed to be, you're going to receive like some of the vellum, the shimmer vellum, the in color designer paper, 2 ribbons, dimensionals. I'm trying to remember what else, but I have a note that tells me later. All for only $30. Now, if you join the club, you can cancel at any time, but if you stay in for 6 months consecutively, you get $25 in free merchandise. And this club is designed to work for to-go, so anyone in the U.S. can take it. However, if you are local, you can be in the club and then attend in person and stamp, or sign up to take the supplies home and stamp at your house. You have about 2 weeks to do that. There's always, nobody ever doesn't get in on that. So any questions, let me know. So for this first card, our card base is polished pink. By the way, this evolved into an in color class as well. So we're using a lot of the new in colors. So this is a new in color polished pink, 5.5 by 8.5. We're going to fold it in half with the bone folder. That'll be our card base, which is actually going to be landscape. And then we pre-die cut for you. We will. The scallop contours, so awesome. This is the largest die on here, which is basically the front of a card in basic white. And that's just a background there. And then you will cut with my tutorial, PDF tutorial measurements. The shimmer paper, which is polished pink, 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And then the designer paper is 3 by 4 1/4. These are all layers here. And then the pieces we'll stamp on will come like this. 2 3/4 by 4 basic white, and then 3 scraps of basic white for our flowers. Okay, so my stamps, I'm using the sort of smaller flower, which I believe these are, yeah, on this stamp set on the front, they're shrunk down. They're not full size. So anyway, the like daisy type flower, the leaf, the thank you for everything greeting, and that's it. So the daisy is 2 steps, and you can put the detail on top of the solid or vice versa. Okay, I'm like thinking, what do I stamp first? I'm going to start with my polished pink. Of course, y'all know everything with Stampin' Up matches and coordinates, or if you don't know, you're learning that right now. So polished pink paper, polished 3 different products here in polished pink. And of course, there's more. There's a ribbon and all kinds of stuff. Okay, so I want to stamp my greeting on the bottom right-hand corner. There are cat hairs everywhere. Of this large rectangle, basic white. Just tap, tap, tap on the ink pad. Don't press too hard. And you'll get a better image that way. You can move it around. You can tap as many times as you want, but don't smush it in there where you get ink all over the edges of your clear block. I promise you, you won't get as good of a stamped image. Now, for this flower, I saw, I believe, on our demonstrator Facebook group, the one that Stampin' Up runs, where someone, or you know what, actually, I think it's in this virtual swap. That's where I saw it. Someone had taken a photo of this particular flower, and I think it's fine if you just stamp the detail on and they don't line up exactly. But her photo showed that there are 2 petals that are closer together right on one side. So if you mount your stamp so that the two that are kind of really close together on the left for me, then you can do the same thing. Now I'm like searching for it on your solid stamp, and there's two that are kind of close together. So let me see if I have it right. Yeah, so it kind of aligns when you do it that way. You still, for me, oh, it's this one right here. I still have to do a little bit of twisting and turning, but that's kind of a basic alignment there. I'm gonna grab scratch paper because I want to stamp off. So I'm going to use the same exact color, polished pink. You can do this, by the way, if you're new to stamping and you don't have a lot of ink pads. This can be for any of your stamps that are that need two colors, like a two-step like this one. Ooh, I really stamped that off. This is how you get the two colors instead of owning two ink pads. I waited too long on that one. I think I'll stamp it again. But anyway, you stamp on the scratch paper and then onto your project. And you get the lighter color. I don't know what I did wrong. Let's do it again. So hopefully that made sense about just paying attention to those petals on there. One more time. I'm going to hold it for a couple seconds. Different stamps act differently when you stamp off, and a lot of them get really, really, really light, and you can basically only use them one time, and a lot of them you can do 2 and 3 generations. They call it second generation, third generation, and so on. So I don't know what happened on that side, but anyway. So keep that in mind as far as the stamping off thing. You can make one ink pad be 2 and 3 and 4 colors. So I need to die cut these out now, which is anything I say today that I've already die cut, it's going to be the same process that I'm going to do right now. So I have my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Let me fold it up so you can see it compact. Super cute. Mine's filthy, but that's another story. It comes with everything you need to be able to use it right away. And it folds up compact like that. You open it up to use it, and again, it comes with everything you need. So I'm going to use the base plate number 1, plate number 2 for die cutting, and then 2 of the number 3. You can see my number 3 right there. And for die cutting, I always keep one that I don't cut on. You can see how clean this is and kind of flat and pretty, and one that I do cut on. So I can only do one flower at a time. And lining up the die is the same thing with the 2. If you can find, and I marked it with my Sharpie, but the Sharpie marks always come off when I run them through the machine. So hopefully this will stay for me for these 3 that I need to die cut out. But you kind of, there's a double, I don't know if I have this aligned properly. I need to bring it closer to my face. Hold on. But anyway, you align those with that image that we stamped double on there. Okay. My eyes aren't working properly today. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate. I can't talk at the same time. I feel like I marked it wrong on my die. But I don't want to just, is that it? I don't want to just cut it and it be wrong. Ugh, I can't do it. They do align, but I'm just going to cut it, and if it's wrong, the good news is I will give away the sample to the winner of the one that's correct. Why can't I? It's getting hot in here. Is anyone else hot? I knew I was going to forget what I did from 2 days ago to today. What did I do? This really isn't that difficult. Can anybody agree with what I'm saying? Darn, I should have pre-die cut these. Oh, maybe that's it. Okay, boom, I found it. Y'all see how it matches? It does match. My mark was wrong, but, or maybe I was looking at the wrong 2 petals. Who knows? This is real life. Okay, so I just need to be able to do that 2 more times. So let's look at this flower. There's like a single, it's not even a petal, it's just a line. Am I on the screen? Yeah. So that's what I'm going to use, that line right there with this line right here. Whatever works for you to make you be able to remember where to cut stuff also is a great tip. And if you're worried about your die shifting, you can use a sticky note, or I have now Post-it tape, which is basically a sticky note but less wasteful, to hold it down. So I'll show that with my last one. And so again, I'm looking at that skinny single line. It's so easy. So just a little bit of Post-it note tape. I have this in my Amazon store, which you can access through my blog. There's a link at the top if you want that. And that I have found that Post-it note tape is, I can reuse it more times than a Post-it note. But yet it doesn't tear my paper, which is always something to worry about. Okay, whew. I believe, I probably have to die cut something else later, but it's a different flower, so it'll be fine. Okay, so we have our 3 flowers. Sheesh. Now, for this card, I want to put some leaves on this white rectangle. So I'm going to use those flowers as a guide. That'll be my soft succulent ink here. And by the way, if you join the club, well, for this month, we're only using, these are the ink pads we're using: Memento Black, Fresh Freesia, Pale Papaya, Polished Pink, and Soft Succulent. And then I am using 2 Stampin' Blends, Light Succulent and Dark Papaya, which you'll see where I use those in a second. But there, you could do workarounds for that as well. So I think putting this leaf right on the corner of that greeting is going to work. And then the other one I just want down here in the corner. But I just want to make sure I don't put it in a really weird spot. So that's why I lay the flowers there. See, I probably would have put it up higher without looking at those. What did I do? Without looking at those flowers first. So that just gives me a little guide there. Okay. I feel like I'm a hot mess today, but I didn't think I was before I started. So for the centers, I'm coloring them in, the centers of these flowers. They don't, like, it doesn't put ink there when you stamp that filler stamp, but it's not really a center, an image to stamp the center. Now you could use this one, but it's really for that flower bud. So anyway, I'm sure there's many ways, or you could put an embellishment or something, but I'm just using the Pale Papaya Stampin' Blend dark to color in the middle of this flower. And I'm also doing that because I'm going to use Pale Papaya ribbon on this card, so then that'll tie it all together. And then for this card, I also used clear Wink of Stella. When you buy Wink of Stella, you have to unscrew the top from the bottom, and there's a black ring right here that you take off and throw away. And then when you put it back together, a little needle, I assume, pierces up here, and it allows the glittery stuff to flow through. So hopefully you'll be able to kind of see it on the video. This is the one that has Wink of Stella, and it just adds that shimmer. And then if you had something that was just a different look than this, you could put it up to this vellum paper and see that it's the same look. It's so cool. So in general, once you've started your Wink of Stella, you have to squeeze it to get it started. It says push on the sides. Once it's started, you don't have to keep pushing. Like, it's good to go. It just keeps flowing. Okay, so to assemble this card, let me grab my papaya ribbon. We're going to use some mini Stampin' Dimensionals. You're going to get a sheet of those in your class packet. And by the way, you can take these classes a la carte instead of joining the club also. And that's just sign up, you know, click the link for my monthly class registrations. But, oh, and the deadline is June 20. Let me see. Yep, sign up by June 20th to join the club or sign up for the class. Okay, so 3 cute daisies on here, just like that. Then we will put this on. Hey, Peggy, good morning. Hey, Dorothy. What did Barbara say? Oh, you etched your die. That's a good idea. Yeah, I mark mine with a permanent marker, Mary Ann, but it, especially with these new dies, that whatever the material they are made out of, it comes off eventually. On mine anyway. And like it comes off starting. See, that's already clean. Y'all saw that black mark when I started. So then I tried fingernail polish, but then it chipped off. So I'm like, but I like Barbara's idea, etching it. Like, what do? You just take a little knife and make a mark. I need more info, Barbara. When I see you Sunday, you can tell me about it. Barbara, it is because y'all are watching me that I'm making all these mistakes. Okay, so the white piece is going to go on the designer paper, flat. Then the designer paper is going to go on the vellum with Stampin' Dimensionals. So I just use 5. I don't know if I'm cheap or I just think this is enough, but either way, you can use as many or few as you want. And I use mini, but you can use regular also. So this will go on my vellum, my shimmer vellum, polished pink. And then this polished, or this whole piece will go flat on my scalloped rectangle. So just don't go to the very edge with your tape runner or else it'll show on that vellum part. Like it might have a dark spot there. You don't need a lot of Stampin' Seal. And then I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals on this rectangle as well, the large scalloped rectangle. So I put 5. You can do your style of dimensionals. And that goes on my card base. And then all I need to add is a bow. So this is one of the Stampin' Stack cards this month. I'm going to make a bunny ear bow. You're going to get half a roll of the papaya ribbon with your fee. And I checked back orders this morning, and most of them are coming in June 7th and 14th. So we should be fine, knock on wood. I will substitute something else if it's not available. So 2 bunny ears, some space in between. Don't, have your fingers like this because you will not be able to do this technique. Of course, have your tails there, and then all your fingers are pointing at you. That helps make the ribbon not be twisted anywhere. If you can see, it's just one flat line. Then I take my right hand and cross it over my left. I'm making a small bow, that's why everything's small here. And then that same right one, push that loop down into the bunny hole, the rabbit hole, whatever it's called, and tie your bow. So we want I wanted a smaller bow for this card. Grab my scissors. I always have to think really hard which direction to cut the edge to match the other side. It's not natural instinct for me. And then I'll attach that with a mini glue dot. Thank you, Peggy. Hey, Veronica. Thank you, Deb. And Cindy. Yeah, Pat, we need to know. Barbara needs to speak on our team meeting Saturday, don't y'all think? About this etching. You can show us an example Saturday. That's a good idea, Barbara. I hope you're listening. So there's my bow. Yay! Of course, you're going to make 3 of these cards in the class. And I know people substitute different greetings and stuff, of course, if you don't need 3 thank you cards or whatever. But I love all these products, and I love that it turned out to be an in-color class sort of as well. Like, I didn't plan that on purpose at first. I just said I'm using color and contour bundle. Then when I started specifically making the projects, it turned out to be in colors. Okay, so there's our first one. The next card is Fresh Freesia. Ooh, ah. All our purple people, which is most people. We have our card base is Fresh Freesia. Then we have a piece of basic white 4 by 5 1/4. A piece of designer paper that you'll cut from your packet that is 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. Then you'll have a pre-die cut scallop contours rectangle, which is the 3rd one down. Oops. A scrap of basic white, which will be cut for you for each card. And then you will cut your own vellum, Fresh Freesia shimmer vellum. So let me measure that real quick. 2 by 3 1/4. Okay, so for this card, let me fold it first. You're gonna fold it in half, like normal. It's normal card base. And then you fold the front backwards. So some people would prefer to score when they do this. I never do because I'm lazy. But you could score it at 2 1/8 of an inch. So you would score it at 2 1/8, 4 1/4. 2 1/8 is half of the front. Or you could just use your bone folder and fold it backwards like I did. And then just burnish it as much as you can. Most people are stronger than me. I'm never that strong. But burnish it down. So this is my favorite fun fold because it's so easy. Fold and fold. Okay, so there's that. This piece is going to go on the inside, but we're going to stamp it. And then this designer paper, that's why it's 1 7/8, because this piece is 2 1/8. So we're just going down 1/4 of an inch or 2/8 of an inch. And then 5 1/4. By the way, let me grab something Landa gave me. You guys, I don't remember if she told me where she bought it, but Landa can share that info with us. This ruler has all the markings on it. So if you have trouble with 1/8, like there it is right there, 1/8, 1/4, 3/8, 5/8, 7/8, and then up here it has 16ths. So if you have trouble with that, this can help you because we're at 1 7/8, so it would be right there. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, anyway, that just popped into my head while I was talking. So we have that, our little scallop with the vellum paper there, and then these are the 2 pieces I'm going to stamp on. So for the smaller scrap, I'm going to stamp the other flower. A big pile of stuff over there. The other flower that has the full stem and 3 flowers and a little bud on it, as well as some leaves. And then use this filler piece to fill in the color on top. And then my greeting is going to say, "Here for you now." Oh, and then the splatter stamp, which any stamp set that has a splatter, bonus, because you can use those with all of your projects. Okay, so let me do my splatter. I'll grab my scratch paper here. I think I said I was going to stamp that one first, but forget it. I'm not. I'm going to use Fresh Freesia and Memento Black on this card for ink. And then I'm going to use the light, soft, succulent Stampin' Blend. This is what I meant to comment on about back orders. Some of the blends are on back order, but they should all be in by the time this class happens. Okay, so Fresh Freesia ink and my splatter stamp. Ink it up like normal. Don't press too hard. Just tap, tap, tap. this is especially one of those stamps that if you press it really hard, you push all the ink off the image because it's a very small space for ink to even stick to. And when you smush it down in this foam ink pad, it pushes it all off. So tap, tap, tap. And then we're just going to put it down in the corner here. And this is where we're getting our second and third generation. So you see, for that, I needed some more, but I wanted it light. I stamped on my scratch paper, then went on to the project. But this is just down in the corner so that when it's on the card, it's not so stark white. And then I'm gonna add the greeting in the middle. And you just don't wanna go too far to the right, because if you do, it'll show on the front. And try to stamp it straight. My other sample is crooked a little bit, but that's because I forgot to stamp it until I glued it down, which is a big no-no. Always do your stamping before you glue anything down, because if you mess up, you get to flip it over and try again. I did not get to flip over on my other one. Okay, so there's that. And then for the flower, I'm going to stamp it in Memento Black. And in this, well, yeah. Memento Black is the ink to use if you're using Stampin' Blends, because the ink won't bleed. And I will be using the Stampin' Blend on this. And I'm gonna die cut this out, or again, if you don't have the dies, you can just hand cut. But, so it doesn't matter if I stamp it straight on that scrap of white. And then I'm coloring the leaves with the succulent because there's not an image to stamp the leaves in, but I will be stamping the flowers, which you could color them as well instead, but I'm just stamping. So fresh freesia, tap, tap, tap. You do need to pay attention when you align this one, and basically, at least this is the mistake I always make, align that tiny bud at the top first, and then make sure everything else is okay. But it's not an exact fill in. It's supposed to look all watercolory and artsy. And then for the, I'm just using the brush, oh sorry, the fine tip end of my Stampin' Blends, Soft Succulent Light, to fill in this leaf. Actually, I think I colored my other one after I die cut, which might be smarter because depending on where the die cutting is, but we'll look at it when we're done. And then I think that's it for stamping. It is. So let me die cut that out real quick. This one's a lot easier to align because it's kind of obvious where it goes, right? And you probably noticed that I'm using the machine both directions. It doesn't matter if you go in, you know, from the left or right, front or back, whatever. And in general, we only have to run it through one time. Only with super intricate dies, sometimes you need to do it more than once. My tape, the top plate. Hey, Marcia. Let's see, Jackie said Amazon. So Jackie must know that that ruler is on Amazon. So thank you, Jackie, because I couldn't remember if Landa told me if it was Amazon or not. So here we go. Beautiful, perfectly cut out. This one does, this die has a little piece of paper that gets cut out from right there. So just make sure you clean that out if it sticks inside your die. You don't want paper stuck in your die the next time you use it, or it may not cut well at that one spot. Okay, so let me move this. And we are ready to assemble. So vellum, again, like I said already, can show the adhesive through the front. So for this one, I'm going to use my mini Stampin' Dimensionals to attach the flower. I didn't, yeah. So the mini also fits really well on a lot of small areas, not all of them perfect. Sometimes you still have to trim them down. So I placed them 3 on the flower, my triangle thing, and then 2 on each leaf. But on the bottom, I'm just gonna add adhesive. So I'm gonna grab my silicone craft sheet, and that will keep excess adhesive from getting all over my table, and just use my tape runner, my Stampin' Seal, down the thing, the stem. And then if there's excess adhesive, you can use the adhesive remover, which if you don't have one, you can add on the adhesive pack to any of your orders with me. Not orders, but class orders. And there'll be one in there. It's actually a bigger one, as well as a little 6-inch ruler and all kinds of adhesives. So you can add that onto your class registrations. Oh my gosh, the flower stuck to it. But any goopy glue of tape runner you can remove with this adhesive remover. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is stick this to my vellum first before I stick the vellum to this white piece. And then that's going to allow me to turn it over and see where to place my adhesive. It'll be on this white part so that it doesn't show in the front. And that's going to be enough to hold this whole card together. You see the 2 strips I put there. Okay, Landa says yes, and search Easy Read Ruler. So I will put this in the center. We've cut it. If you center it properly, we've cut our vellum so that the little stitching still shows all the way around on the rectangle. And then let me set that aside for a minute. I'm gonna attach this on the inside. Let me bring that ruler back in. Easy Read Ruler, and you can see that it says Victor on it. Oh, Easy Read Ruler right there. So I'm going to attach this white piece to the inside. And then this piece here, and I can add that to my Amazon store also. Just didn't even think about it before. All Fresh Freesia designer paper, Fresh Freesia shimmer vellum. And then this rectangle, the scallop, is going to go right on the front, right in the middle, half and half. So I know that most people can visualize that for themselves, but I have a little bit of trouble with that. So my trick is I lay the card out in front of me how I want it. I make sure my embellishment piece here is going the correct direction, and then I flip it over so that the same side that I need the adhesive on is in the same place. And I place my, I almost always use dimensionals for these. I place my dimensionals using this as my visual guide as to not being too far to the right. Hopefully that makes sense. And then I don't really need to hold it tight after that. Peel off all my backings, and now the dimensionals are where I need them to be. So there's that. And see, they didn't go too far over. Thank you, Susan. And then I have ribbon here somewhere. Oh, yes. So the ribbon on this card is going to be soft succulent. You're also getting half a pack of this if you join the club or take the class. And I'll do another bunny ear bow, basically the same exact bow I just did. And then trim it down. Kind of made that tail on the other side here a lot longer than it should have been. But anyway, so there's our bow. And then we'll glue dot, and this card will be finished. So this is number 2 of the Stamp-A-Stack this month. And just a reminder, if you join the club, you can cancel at any time. But of course, you're probably going to want to stay in so you can get those benefits. $25 free after 6 months consecutive. You'll make 3 of these cards. There you go. What is Pat saying is on sale? So there's how that card opens, of course. Just a simple... Oh, I forgot. This one has Wink of Stella too. So this is the one where I was like, oh, Wink of Stella looks exactly like Shimmer Vellum, which is awesome. So I don't know if you can see it in the video, but in person you can see it. So Wink of Stella on the 4 flowers, well, I'm gonna put it there, on the bud, and the other 3 larger flowers. And you're gonna see like, ooh, I just made that be Shimmer Vellum. I mean, it's not vellum, but you know. So there we go. I did forget that step. All right. And last but not least, I kept literally going back and forth between, is this one, the purple one, my favorite, or the other one? But I decided the other one was, so I saved it for last. Real quick, I want to show you, this is last month's Stamp a Stack. So this is how your stuff is packaged. Normally you cut your own designer paper, but Landa did pre-die cut these because we also don't want you not owning the dies to restrict you. We normally don't die cut the designer paper, but in this case we had to for this class. And so, but your cards are packaged up per card. So all the supplies to make your 3 for this design were in this one. The design for all 3 for this design were in here. There's 4 designs all together, and then here's your extra envelopes for the cards. But hopefully that makes sense. So that's 1 design. You see there's 3 of each piece in there. 1 design, 1 design, and 1 design, and then there's all your card bases. And then whatever comes with the fee, they got dimensionals, half a pack of matte black dot, what are those called? I can't remember now. Dots, I think. And baker's twine. Of course, we tape it up. It's labeled. It's really, really good. And usually you get designer paper. And this is actually an extra because someone canceled. So I have an extra. These are 4 awesome masculine cards, by the way, using Handsomely Suited. But thank you, Oma. But what am I trying to say? This is how we packaged it. So that's how the other one would come. Although, well, yeah, it's got 12 by 12 in it, so it'll be the same size. And then I also want to take a commercial break and say that my sampler class is the same way. It's $28. It includes $20 in merchandise. There's a club. You can take it as a club or as a single class. And after 6 months, you get the $25, all that stuff. So that class sampler this month will use hand-pinned petals. But I'm also throwing in, I'm using Create with Friends on this one. So you may want to own that stamp set as well. We'll be using the hand-pinned designer paper, which I mentioned earlier, just didn't show it. Because I have several classes. This is also what Bingo is going to use, and so on. This is gorgeous paper. It makes, like, it does all the watercoloring for you. So sampler is, I haven't worked it out exactly like I did Stamp Stack yet, but it's going to include some of this paper. Assuming they're not on back order, it's going to include the hand pen Memories and More, at least half a pack. And then you'll use the hand pen petals and Create with Friends. So both of those you can sign up by June 20th, or I'm sorry, you can sign up for the class or join the club by June 20th. And then I don't want to forget, I have a bunch of extra samples to show you guys with these stamps with color and contour. But anyway, my last card here is the soft succulent one. So my card base is basic white. Then I'll give you that measurement in a second. Soft succulent designer paper, soft succulent shimmer vellum. My, what's it called? My scalloped rectangle is soft succulent, and it's the second to the largest one. And then I have a piece of basic white to go in the center of that piece there, the rectangle. So that one is, it'll be pre-cut for you to 2.5 by 3 3/4. The designer paper you will cut to 3 inches by 5 1/4, and the vellum you'll cut to 3.5 by 4 3/4. Okay, so let's make this card. We're gonna fold our card base in half like normal, and where's my bone folder? I was gonna say something. Oh, this one, to me, it looks like a fancy fold, like just a little tricky on the front, but it's not. And this is a portrait, just like the last one was. And so really, I only need to stamp on this piece of basic white, and I'm going to use Memento Black, Pale Papaya, and my my light soft succulent blend. I forgot I am also using soft succulent ink. So those are all my supplies for this one, besides my Pale Papaya ribbon. And then I want, what am I thinking? Oh, the greeting. I want to stamp the greeting first. So this one's going to say, "So very happy for you." Again, love the fonts in this stamp set. And I'll stamp that in soft succulent on the bottom right-hand corner of this rectangle. And then in Memento Black, I'm going to add the flower on the left. Same flower as before, the stem with all the flowers and leaves and the bud. And by the way, side note, on Memento Black, you can stamp, or you can press harder, because it's a different type of ink pad. Grab my scratch paper here. I think this flower plays a visual trick on my mind, because I always mount it crooked on the block, like it's going at an angle, and it's just like me. I can't make it go straight. But then I added the little extra bud. So there's a single bud stamp and a filler image for that one. So in Memento Black, I'm going to ink up this bud and just stamp it. I have to bring this closer because of my angle. Right here at the bottom, right-hand side, to add just an extra image there. And then to color these in, we're just going to use the stamps and Pale Papaya ink to color in the flower portion. So I do need to clean this one from earlier, the filler image. And I have my Simply Chamois, which is just got water on it. Get it wet in the sink, squeeze out the excess water. When it gets dirty, go rinse it out in the sink again, squeeze it out. It's going to get all stained up, but that's fine. And you can clean your stamps on there. Mine is in this case, which we sell separately. It doesn't come in that case. Just do not seal it in a sealed bag or something, because then you can, it will get moldy eventually if it's in there too long. So same thing with this filler stamp. Align that top bud. This is Pale Papaya ink. And then the little filler for the small bud in Pale Papaya. So cute. And then I will color the leaves just like before with the soft succulent fine point light soft succulent marker. But I'm not die cutting this one out. Maybe I'll go a little further down on this one. And then this is going to get Wink of Stella also. Everything's going to match. On this time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the images. Oh, so pretty. Okay. now for assembly. So we will attach the large designer paper, 3 inches by 5 1/4. And I went with 3 inches because this paper comes in 6 by 6. So to be able to make your 4 cards, we couldn't go any larger than 3 inches or you'd be out of paper. At least as far as this exact design. You could use another design that comes in your pack. So that gets attached to the left with the normal 1/8 inch border on the left side and just a bigger border on the right. And then I'm going to attach my stamped image flat. Don't forget Stampin' Blends bleed through your cardstock. Flat to the rectangle that's been die cut already. And then this one is, this rectangle is flat on the vellum shimmer paper. So it's just a nice border there. And then I'll use Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of the shimmer. So again, just staying within, like inside the edges of the scalloped rectangles. I'll just do 5. It's cars driving by today. I don't live like on a busy street or anything. I'm just centering this on the card front. So see how it kind of looks like it, ooh, it might be a special fold. Nope, it's just regular. You could probably make it a special fold, cut that off or something, but I didn't. And last but not least, my pale papaya bow. All right, well, I hope you guys have liked these cards today. It is the Stamp-A-Stack. Join the club, take the class, sign up by June 20th. There is one more card, and it's, I think, the simplest one. So I'm not making it today, but it is cute, and it's pale papaya, right? Yes. Pale papaya themed. Boop. A little sneak peek of that one. And you'll make 3 of that one as well. Where's my glue dots? Here. Okay. I was like, they're here somewhere. And this bow I actually put down lower at an angle so that you could still read the greeting and, you know, with the bud on there and stuff. It's just a little different. So that is my last card. Peggy, I agree. This stamp set was in the pre-order for demonstrators, and I immediately was like, that is my #1. I'm buying that no matter what. We'll see about the rest of the stuff. But this is my #1. Because of the dies, but also just these images are so gorgeous. And I actually have lots of samples, which means everybody else loves it too. So let's bring in the 3 cards from today. First of all, there we go. Remember, it's a Stamp-A-Stack as well. Please feel free to sign up. And of course, ask me any questions you have and all that stuff. And then I have more samples. Thank you, Cindy. Thanks for sharing. Hello, everybody. Hey, Martha. Thanks, Cindy. Thank you, Jackie. And thanks to everybody, because I know I missed a lot of comments while I was talking. Susan says, I love your classes. Getting that big box in the mail is exciting, and the cards are always beautiful. Thank you so much, Susan. The boxes to me are very exciting as well. I actually, by the way, Susan, you're probably one of these people. I mailed my boxes for last month. They were supposed to go out Tuesday, and I literally forgot. So they went out yesterday. But I posted a picture of all those boxes on Facebook yesterday. I just literally forgot for some reason. Well, for one, it wasn't written down, but #2, I just forgot. So I apologize about that. But yeah, I think, I mean, like, I kind of want to sign up for other demonstrators' classes just so I can get those boxes in the mail, because it is exciting. Yes, I love the in colors as well. And if you don't have them yet, this is a great time to go ahead and purchase the set of 5. We didn't use, which one did we not use? Oh, the dark green, the evergreen, which is this color here. but you could purchase all 5, which is discounted in the online store and in the catalog, to have them now, and, or, you know, whatever, or just get the ones you need for the class or whatever, but it's a good opportunity there. Okay, so this is, I can't remember what all these cards were for, but I've shown these before. I hope these aren't ones I'm not supposed to show. Ugh, I can't remember. But that one uses my Create with Friends stamp set as well. The rest of these are mainly swaps I have received from other demonstrators in different swapping situations. But they're going to give you some gorgeous ideas for these projects. So that one doesn't have a name on it. This one is Kim Finn. She's in my team. She did her Wink of Stella on there. Gorgeous. A lot of these in my samples here are combined with the hand-pinned designer paper. Look at this. And these are not complicated cards. Like, most of them are not. This one's very simple, but gorgeous. I don't know who did it. If the names aren't stuck to them with a sticky note, I always lose them. This one, I think, is a catalog copy. I could be wrong. Someone else made this one, but I think it's like one of the catalog samples. And then Shannon Fox, she was on here earlier, did this one for the team. We have optional team swaps every month that you can participate in if you want. And that was one of hers. This was from one of my events. We used the Sweet Symmetry designer paper mixed with color and contour. Here's just a nice little simple, elegant use of it. And then this one was from my class as well, mixed with the metallic specialty paper. It's gold and rose gold. This one's from my class as well. Same thing, same specialty paper. We colored with Stampin' Blends on this one. This was a swap I participated in somewhere. I don't remember where, but I did make that card. And this is a new host paper you can get free when you have a $150 or more order or party. This was the thank you card from last month's, not last month, the month before, April's online ordering special that Karen made for me, but she used that stamp set, the little leaf. She put the leaf on the inside. Super cute. And last but not least, from Mary Ann, a swap she did. And I love how this one is just totally different color scheme than all of the other ones. So you don't have to, you know, restrict yourself to what you've seen everyone else do. This is more of this host designer paper that's free with a $150 party. It can be part of your $15 free. And it's a huge stack of paper. Anyway, it's a great deal. Any questions on that, let me know. Okay, so let me just leave those there, I guess. I hope you guys have enjoyed today. Don't forget, any questions on anything, let me know. I can tell you how to sign up for events or classes or clubs. I can help you with online ordering if you have trouble with that. You can go to my blog, stamptherapist.com, but I'll also always put links in this video description once we're finished, as well as on my blog. On the blog, I will post close-up photos of all of these cards. I also put them in my VIP Facebook group. But on the blog, I put the measurements and a list of all the supplies with a link to the store in case you need that. And I guess I can bring the camera back up. Let me brush my hair. I feel like I'm a hot mess today. So anyway, I guess the point is that, oh, I forgot I don't bring the camera back up because it's all backwards now because of the way I do it. So I'm not going to do that. But your questions can be answered by me or in the description of this video or on my blog or any other way you have of getting in touch with me. So I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Carol. Evelyn, thank you very much. Which cards are one class? Where can you find class details? Deb, if you go to stamptherapist.com, at the top, there's all these tabs like home, join, blah, blah, blah. One of them says events. So if you go to stamptherapist.com and click on events, you'll see descriptions, prices, what's included, how many projects you make, is it offered to go in person, etc. And then if you need any links that aren't on there, you just can email me, jennifer@jennifercotton.com, or Facebook message me or text me if you have my cell phone. So hopefully that helps, but that's where the details, because it is a good point that there's a lot of different classes offered. And then I'm not sure, Marcia, I'm not sure what you're asking, but none of these are for any of my upcoming classes. Some are from past classes, but these 3 I made today, plus one more, is my Stamp-A-Stack this month. So I'm not sure if that's what you're asking, but I know we Facebook message sometimes. So if you have a specific question, let me know. Jewel and a couple other people said you're going to watch the replay. Awesome, no problem. If you are watching replay, still comment, because you still can get entered to win, or you still will get entered to win these 3 cards from today. And thanks to everyone who shared. Deb says this set is in your top 2 must-haves. I totally get it. It was, you know, like I got it months ago. It was my #1 must-have. Thanks, Jackie. Thanks, Stacy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks, Shirley. Thanks for sharing. I'm trying to catch up a little bit. My classes are held here at my house in Midlothian, Texas, currently. They used to be at a big civic center, but then COVID happened, so we're still at my house right now. And I know, I believe you live near me, Marcia. And yes, Marianne, thank you for commenting on that. I do not cut your designer paper in half. So this was only half a pack, but you get the full 12 by 12 sheets. If I cut it in half, it's because you're getting a 1/4 of a pack, which would only be 6 by 12, 1 sheet. But the only reason this is cut up is because Landa cut so much for everybody, which was amazing. She pre-die cut it for you, and she put your scraps back in here. But normally you're just getting 12 by 12 pieces, if that's how the paper comes. So good point, Marianne. Thank you for pointing that out. And that's in any of my classes that include designer paper. Thank you, Oma. All right, well, thanks, everybody. I know I'm sure I missed a lot of comments, but you guys also probably have other stuff to do today, so thanks for sticking with me till the end. And I hope y'all have a great week. I plan to be back on next week doing I don't know what. That always gets decided a couple of days before. But I hope y'all have a great week. I have my team meeting Saturday. We're going to be making 4 awesome, for anyone who selected it. It's optional. 4 cute cards with the sweet as a peach stuff, as well as having our team recognition, and someone's going to do a stamping demonstration for us and all that stuff. That's on Zoom on Saturday. And then, Sunday I have a team recognition dinner with some Silver Elites and above in my team. And then next week is our share event, which if you want online access only to that, just let me know. All right. Have a great day. I will see you guys later. And thank you so much for your support and always tuning in. I appreciate it. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.